and he actually was Osho.
Oh.
And there was like a cassette being played when Osho was talking about some aspect of life, and then he just became a full sannyasi.
Tell me a little bit about that. I've heard about it.
So he started reading a lot about him. At that time, it was books. Not so many cassettes, also maybe not easily so available. But
Osho was
books were
not alive at that time, right?
No, Osho had just passed away. I mean, left his body. Sorry, about 2 years.
2 years.
In 1990.
1990.
So between 1992 to 1998 is when they were very actively not become I'm sorry, no, 1992 to 1995 is when they were inquisitive about this. So they started reading, they started listening to his tapes and everything. And in the year 1995, my father and mother both took sannyas. So Osho Sanyasis means they have this thing called as they call it a neo sannyas. I don't know what it is now, but I'm talking about back then. So they were also given names under this under this whole thing. And I got to visit, because of them, I got to visit the Osho's ashram or the commune in 1998.
Okay.
So I was actually about not even 12.
Okay.
So we didn't get entered into the ashram, but the whole time when my parents were there, I would always be around that space. And there, me and my elder brother also. My brother is also a lawyer in close to Delhi. He's in Noida. Also a spiritual seeker. It's actually because of him that I got into anything, whether it's Osho, Isha, everything. He would take the first step being the elder brother, and I would follow him. So yeah, so we got an early, not an exposure I would say, but at least we were there around that space for quite some time. That's when that's the first, not an experience, but my first encounter with maybe the enlightened.
As a kid, what was your idea when your parents would be sannyasi or as enlightenment? Did you used to think about it? What is it, or you were like?
Maybe I would say that because of Osho, there was a certain way in which my father would conduct himself, being as a father, not as any other role, but as a father, he always had this thing that maybe he would have read. I feel this way that that Osho's influence was there, so he never interfered.
Oh, okay.
With anything,
right?
Whether it's we being in our studies, whether we were doing something in sports, definitely he would guide us wherever needed. He would have his own ideas also, but no interference as such. That do this or do that. He definitely would have had some aspirations, but I guess by the time we grew up and we came into that age and stage in our life where we were out to do something, then anyways he passed away. So that's that. But I feel that maybe because of Osho's influence, his conditioning upon us was not so much. He was quite a very quiet man, and rest of everything my mother did.